Hello everyone, welcome to another SH Figuarts review. Today we're looking at Kamen OOO's Gatakiriba combo, the real bone version 2.0 upgraded, whatever you want to call it. I'm currently suffering from kind of allergies right now, so as of right now, I have pre-ordered the Latora combo, the yellow one, and the Tajodo combo is a regular release and no shops are doing the pre-orders, so I couldn't secure pre-order for that, so I'm just gonna have to try and get it as soon as it releases, and that's gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass. So some shops will be doing a pre-order like a week or 2 weeks just before it comes out, just as when the shops themselves know roughly how much that they can get in stock. So who knows, maybe I can get that done instead. But anyway, we're back to this figure. Certain parts in here that are obviously going to be the same as the regular Tatopa combo, but let's see how different it is to the regular release. As always, if you like the content here, please click the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and little bell button to be sure to be informed of other reviews on SH Figuarts, Figma, NECA, and many other figure brands as well. As always, you can support this channel by watching ad block turned off or heading over to Patreon, whatever, or just leaving a comment below underneath on what you think about this figure, etc. As always, I appreciate you watching the video, and without further ado, let's take a look at this figure. Our figure here stands just about 16 centimeters tall, or just above 6 inches, 6.2, 6.3 inches, something like that. And I'm just going to bring in the original Tato bar here, and you can just look at them both together. For him, in terms of accessories, aside from the fist already attached to the figure, he also comes with a pair of his sort of hopper blade holding hands, a pair of relaxed hands, a single right hand to hold onto the O scanner, and a pair of metal holding hands. He also comes with, of course, the 3 medals you can see on the photo right now, as well as the same peg thing that you can use to pop the medals back out of the O's driver, which the medals are indeed very securely held in there. And of course, he comes with these 2 blades that he can hold on to, as well as these 2 foot bits. So I'm just going to move Tato bar over to the corner there. Oops. And then what you do with these blade bits is you just pull them out, and then you get the hand to hold on to them, and then that's it. These blade pieces, they're painted quite sharply, quite nicely, but they're not soft plastic at all. There's a little bit of give to them, but do be careful, you know, when messing around with these. So, and of course, both these are like identical on either side, so it doesn't matter which side you plug them in, they will work because they just look the same. In terms of the foot thing, all you do is you pull. Make sure you don't lose this bit because this is a loose bit right there, and then you just get one of these. Again, it doesn't really matter which one you plug in, they both look the same. Just plug them in. Didn't hear a pop, but I think it's in there. And you plug the other one in, and you just pose them like that, get a Tamashi stage jack or figure stand or whatever to hold it up, because there's no way that he's going to be able to stand on these. So, and I did try it. You can plug them into the Tato bar bata legs, but the mold has definitely been altered ever so slightly. It is a lot easier to unplug the feet from this figure than it is on the Tato bar figure. So while you can do that, I don't recommend you doing that that often, because you might loosen the actual joints of the Tato bar figure itself. And now that we have both figures here, obviously there's not too much we can do. The biggest thing we can do really is just swap their heads, because otherwise it's still going to look the same. But obviously swapping heads is very easy, just do that. And there you go. So I'm going to go more into the body swapping thing when we get the Lion Cheetah Latora form. So we're just going to be out soon-ish, I guess. Both Gatakiriba here and Latora form are Tamashiwa exclusives, which ironically make them easier to get than just the regular releases, because I can actually pre-order Tamashiwa exclusives, whereas the regular releases, it's a pain to get. Anywho, more on that later. So, head here looks great. This metallic green color looks pretty awesome. The horns, yes, they have a bit extra strength because you see this extra black thing on the back there, and they just feel very secure. They don't feel like they're going to break. Orange eyes look pretty nice as well. Compound eye effects also pretty good. The shoulder pads, just like the regular Tato bar, are on a little ball peg and hinge, so they hide the joints very well. It also moves back, forward. Oops, that popped up way too easily. Where did it go? Oh, found it. I found it and then I dropped it again. So that's kind of crappy. The torso goes forward, backwards, sideways, sideways. So looking at torso there, the shiny chrome green is very good, and you got the slimy green here and just a regular sort of green color. So 3 shades of green all look pretty good because you got a little bit of gold ring there just to match with the Tato bar combo. The medals themselves also look really good and they're painted quite nicely. You know, considering how small they are, they're done pretty well. The belt itself is also printed quite good. The chrome silver going all the way around it is also pretty nice as well. The OOO scanner itself looks pretty good with this release, just like the last one. Transparent bit of plastic there over the silver to make it look really good. And they actually didn't mess up the paint job for the scanner holder here. You see those gray lines there? They actually are painted properly, unlike the original Tato bar figure where everything was just done really weird and sloppily. So although mine has a tendency of popping out, so that's a little bit annoying, so I have to be a little bit careful with this one there. Moving on to the legs, the overall look of these are the exact same as Tato bar ones. If you have that figure, you know what to expect there, except of course I did mention that the joint there is altered ever so slightly to allow you to swap the hopper legs quite easily. And one thing I do really like is how well like these bits are like manufactured and designed just to hide the joints so nicely. That's really awesome. One thing to note about the original Tato bar combo as well as this figure is that a lot of people mention that these elbow joints are quite weak, and that's because they have an extra rotating joint there. So do be careful with yours, do be gentle with them, don't play with them too roughly. And see what I'm doing here, like if you want to rotate this arm, instead of doing that and rotating it, don't do that. Just rotate it from the upper arm there. Once you're done there, then you do minor adjustments with the lower arm, and that should make it last a lot longer, less likely to break, because even if I just using the articulation there, that's already like, that's sort of pulling on it, like, you know, stressing it a little bit. So I kind of hoped later releases would not have that joint there, just because we already have this joint for certain figures. Maybe not have that for some of the more chunky ones like Sargozo or something if they release those. I don't know. Same thing goes for this joint as well. You can see there it's got extra cut there, so do be careful of those joints, especially when you're pulling on this leg. Don't do that. Do it like that. Hold this and pull it there, or hold on to that so you don't lose this piece. Just be more gentle and careful with this figure and you should be fine. Moving over to articulation, because he has the double neck ball joint for the neck, so you got the 2 jaw joints there. Very good articulation. Look down, look up, sideways, sideways. Pretty awesome. As mentioned, the hinge joint there, got a dumbbell joint in there, so shoulder joint, arm up, arm down, full rotation, full rotation there, a bit stiff though. Double elbow joint, and of course he gets a little bit movement there, just so you can do more like scanning like poses and stuff. Hands on a ball, peg and swivel. So torso goes up, well, full rotation there, full rotation there. Leg goes up this much, back that much. Double knee joint. See, full rotation there, and sideways goes quite far. Pretty awesome. You can see how the whole joint's hidden quite nicely. A little bit of lower leg articulation rotation there, and of course you got the peg and swivel. Quite a lot of swiveling there. Toe goes a little bit down, but it goes a lot up. So very good articulation indeed. So in conclusion, the coloring on this figure is pretty nice. There's a definite difference between the 3 different greens, and it looks pretty sharp and clear. The quality control of the paint is also pretty nice as well, as there was no blurry parts like where the OOO scanner is held on the belt. The medals themselves are also molded and painted quite clearly what they are, so that's pretty cool as well. The overall accessory count are also pretty good because it does come with these special effects as well as the different parts that you would see with this form. So all in all, this is a pretty decent figure. The articulation's pretty good. And if you have the regular Tato bar combo, you know pretty much what to expect here, but everything's just tweaked a little and perhaps improved a little bit. One of the big issues with the regular Tato bar combo is, of course, the elbows and the knee joints are prone to breakage. I've seen some people breaking them, especially since you have to swap the lower arms to do the claws extended look of the figure. That's not happened to my figure, and I am being extra gentle with that joint as of right now. But who knows if that's going to happen with my figure in the future. And this figure does have the same joints for his elbows and knees, but fortunately here that's not something I'm going to put a lot of pressure on. There's no joints I'm going to be swapping, and if there are certain improvements to the plastic here, that would also mean that those joints will last a lot longer and not break. So hopefully that's the case with this figure right here. I will be keeping an eye on Facebook and different groups to see if any of their figures have any breakages. If I see any, I will report them when I review the La Torre combo figure. So if you're an O's fan, this is a pretty good figure to pick up. If you're just a regular Rider fan, maybe give this one a skip if you're not going to collect all of his different forms. But for me, I really like O's, and I'm probably going to be picking up every single one of these forms as long as they release them, just like I picked up all the forms with the regular Figuarts release. So there you go. Hope you like this figure, and so there you go. Hope you liked the video. Take care, have a nice day. I will see you guys soon. Bye bye now.